The holidays are a happy time, but they can also be a stressful time for many. That stress can prove especially difficult for people struggling with alcohol addiction. Joining us tonight in here more to tell us more about maintaining sobriety around the holidays, Hannah Reed with Wedgwood Christian Services. Hannah, thanks so much for joining us. What can people do to prepare themselves when they find themselves in a situation that could be triggering and lead to abuse of alcohol?
Well, thank you so much for having me. There's a lot of things that people can do, but the most important thing is to plan ahead and to be self-aware of some of the triggers that you might be experiencing, some of the things that you know might lead to a greater desire or a greater urge to use alcohol or other substances that you've struggled with in the past.
And if someone finds themselves, say, at a holiday party where drinking is happening, could that situation be triggering, and it could also lead to some abuse? I guess, what are some of the tips that would help people falling into that temptation?
One of the best tips that I typically give people is bring your own drink. Bring a water bottle or a thermos, or bring something that you enjoy drinking. Some hot cocoa, hot apple cider, something, a virgin cocktail, something like a mocktail. And you just carry it around in your hand. So when you get the urge to drink, you can just take a sip of something you already have instead of being tempted by what's being offered. You can also bring an accountability partner. Have somebody who you trust checking in on you, check in with them if you're feeling triggered, and have an escape route so you can get out of there quickly, have a ready excuse if you're feeling the pressure build and build and build, and you're feeling like you can't continue to resist if you stay in the same place.
Those are great suggestions. You know, many people also have family members who may be struggling with alcohol addiction. What are some of the ways to be a little more sensitive to their needs during this time?
It's important to create some social norms around not drinking. A lot of times as adults, you go to parties and you drink and you have a cocktail, and that's part of what you do. So having dry parties or parties that are intentionally set up for not having alcohol around, come up with some other fun drink ideas that you can bring. Create a safe environment for people who don't want to drink or who don't want to use other substances, and just begin to normalize that a little bit more so they don't feel like the odd one out, but rather the whole party is based around not drinking, or is based around just having fun but without any alcohol present.
And yeah, it's also a good time of the year to maybe get healthy. What are ways that people can deal with stress in a healthy way during the holiday season?
It's very tempting during the holiday season to de-stress by binging a series on Netflix, watching a lot of YouTube or TikTok, or engaging in some really quick escapes, and substance use can be part of that. A good way to stay healthy is to build in some healthier coping skills and healthier habits. It's hard to get outside this time of year because it's cloudy, we don't have sunlight, it feels a little bit more depressing to go outside. But take some time to go outside, bring your phone, find something that's beautiful, take a picture of it, and then get back inside. But even just a few minutes in the fresh air can be really healthy and helpful for your mind and your body. Engaging in something creative, having time with friends that is not a stressful time, just a hangout time, can be really good. Engage in some healthy coping skills that are not surrounded by people or stress, just things you enjoy doing. One of my favorite things to do around the holidays is to put something on my schedule that's just a do-nothing day, a day where I tell people I have plans, because my plan is to do nothing, to do some self-care, to do laundry if I need to go outside, go for a walk, spend some time listening to my favorite podcasts or music, time to myself, and I plan that ahead of time so I don't get caught up in the busyness of the holidays.
Great suggestions, great insight. Hannah Reed with Wedgwood Christian Services, thanks for your time, and here's to a healthy and safe holiday season.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.